All right, hello again. This is Foghorn with another installment of Flight School Academics for this what is it? It's the 13th of April, 2954, 2024. If you're stuck in the past, this presentation is part of an ongoing series of academics for members of the Aurora Republic, the premier role-playing organization in Star Citizen. If you are new to the Aurora Republic or visiting for the very first time, let me start by saying welcome. We're glad to have you with us. We'd love to hear from you if you're interested in hearing more from us. We are a lawful good organization focused on role-play exploration and social interaction, and are currently active and recruiting on Spectrum and Gilded. Tonight, we are going over, we're basically done with our basic aviation academic block that we always do at the beginning of the year. So moving into money making and Star Citizen. And tonight we're talking about hauling. This should be very quick. I'm sure most folks are pretty interested in it. And then we'll get in and go do some hunting down on the overdrive initiative, which will probably be very painful. So we'll very quickly go over the process loop, what equipment's involved, what locations you can do it, and any notes that are involved with hauling. So the game loop is pretty simple. Go into your contract manager, go into the delivery tab, either on the general or the personal, or the delivery category, either underneath the general or personal tab, and take one of those delivery missions, take one of those contracts for one of the local hauling companies. You're basically playing Space FedEx. You're going to go to a location, you're going to pick up a delivery package or two or three, depending on what mission you take. Fly it from A to B and go drop it off there and get paid for doing so. The vehicles and gadgets that you can use, to do the hauling game plan is pretty much anything in the verse. Well, not absolutely everything. Anything in the verse that can that has enough space in it for you to be able to hand or tractor beam carry a box in and drop it someplace in there, like in a cargo hold or on the floor or back on a bunk or something like that. So not absolutely everything in the verse is capable of that, but pretty much most things. Your single seat fighters are going to be the ones that are either not going to be capable of it or be very difficult to do. As far as gadgets, you got, of course, the Grey Cat Industrial Pyro multi-tool with using a true hold tractor beam attachment will allow you to do the pistol version of the tractor beam and float boxes around up to about 16 SCU size. Gets pretty mass inertia intensive with just the tractor beam, but we also have the new tractor beam rifle, what we call it. It's not really a rifle, but you know what I'm saying. Tractor beam rifle tool that has much more capability, and you can float those bigger boxes easier. You can usually drag and float the really, really big SU boxes around with the pistol, but it takes a lot of time and is a lot feels a lot more heavier as far as control inputs to get the thing to move around where you want. Whereas the tractor beam rifle tool can pick those bigger ones up with ease, as you'd expect. So locations, well, it's pretty simple. You just follow the objective marker. Like I said, you go into your contract manager, into the delivery tab, choose a mission, hit accept, track it and share it as necessary or as desired. And it pops up an objective marker both on the box and on the place you're supposed to deliver it to. So it's just very simple. It's just follow the marker. Real easy to do. You can usually will be delivering to some sort of what we call a box vending machine. Or depending on more advanced missions after you've been doing it a little while, they'll also have delivery some locations that could be out on the shelves or even on the floor, where the objective marker will be to have you go deliver the box to that exact spot. The box vending machines look kind of like this. They might have different company branding. This one's a Covalex shipping. They're basically the in-game version of like an Amazon, mailbox kind of thing, where you can get your packages delivered. So you start over on the control panel. It has two big buttons, one that has an arrow pointing towards you and another one that's arrow pointing into the machine, meaning the one on the right that's pointing into the machine means delivery. You click on that. It takes a sec while it gonculates, and then it opens up that door. And in that door will be an area big enough for you to put this box that you're holding in. When the door slides open, you can either look down at the box and hold F and select place and put it in there, or you can also look into the actual space that behind the little louvered door and it'll also have a hotspot that says place. If you're delivering to a shelf or a location on the floor, then you're if you hold F over that spot, it'll usually have a place hot button floating in the air there as well. Some quick little notes on that kind of stuff. There is reputation involved with the hauling companies. There's 4 hauling companies in game so far. Some of them are local, some of them are system wide. So Covalex shipping will be across the entire UEE. You know, it'll be everywhere, ubiquitously. But like, I think Ling family hauling is only around Crusader, for example. So you'll build reputation with those guys. They do have career ranks. You know, junior runner and runner is the only ranks that exist so far, but there could be more levels in the future. And of course, the rewards for getting higher rank in those things, obviously you get more lucrative contracts that'll pay more, but they also might be a little more dangerous too. So some techniques, suggested techniques is if you take a little bit of time looking at all the delivery missions that are available on the contract manager, then you do usually can find a way to chain multiple contracts together, like multiple boxes that are all picked, you know, different contracts that have multiple boxes that are picked up from the same location or delivered to the same location. Or you can, you know, chain them by having, you know, contract A picks up here at X and delivers at Y, and you have another contract that picks up from Y and delivers to Z. So you can actually take all of those, accept all of those missions at once and just go place to place to place to place, haul in boxes without having to constantly be trying to take a new mission and minimize your amount of time in flight between different locations. As you get up into the higher ranks of the reputation for those hauling companies, they could have missions that go down into bunkers. The ones that go into bunkers, there will be combat going on in the bunker between NPC security and NPC villains. And you can either participate in the combat if you want to get your shoot on, or you can just duck and cover and maneuver around and go try to find the boxes in the bunker while there's a fight going on around you, trying to dodge the bullets and not get hurt. There will be 6 boxes that look basically identical. They'll be gray and they will have white barcode on them. 3 of them are the ones you'll need, and they won't have the objective markers directly on them. You know, you'll have the location objective marker will be on the bunker for you to fly there. Once you go inside, you'll just have to find those 6 boxes. 3 of them are yours. 3 of them are red herrings. The only way you know is when you touch them, either with your hands or with a tractor beam. Once you move them, then they will either have an objective marker suddenly pop up on them going, yes, this is one of yours. Or if it doesn't have an objective marker, then it's one of the 3 red herrings. And then all the usual bunker rules apply. If you do shoot and you hit security, you're going to end up with a crime stat for being a bad shot and not doing proper combat ID. Do remember with all delivery missions that the box has the box for the tracked mission has a marker on it, even when it's in your hold. So when you climb into your pilot seat to take off, once you've got your box or boxes back in your cargo hold, when you're looking around for where the objective marker is, there's going to be 2 sets of objective markers for that tracked mission. There's going to be the location you're going to be dropping it off to. That's the one you're looking for. And you're also going to have the mission objective on the box sitting behind you. So be careful you don't accidentally lead yourself around into a dog chasing your own tail act, trying to figure out where this marker is. And you do 3 loops around in your spacecraft before you realize, oh shit, yeah, there's also markers in my own cargo hold 3 feet behind my pilot seat. That's it in a nutshell. Is there any questions from the folks? Yep. Yeah, so if
TV can sing, right?
Yep. I believe the Steve can carry 1.
I think it's 2.
Or can carry 2. Yeah. And the back of the Cyclone, I think has the back of the Cyclone vanilla Cyclone. I forgot which one that is. The one that just has the empty pickup truck bed in the back of it. You can stack boxes in there. So if you need to go into a bunker and the turrets are shooting at you, you could use that technique of going in with a ground of parking just outside the range of the guns and going in with your with a ground vehicle and using those to haul the boxes out. Because as it is now, the turrets still don't shoot at ground vehicles. They only shoot at flying vehicles. So hover bikes will get you shot at, but the rovers and dune buggies and all that won't. All right, that wraps up this installment of Academics of Foghorn. Hope you found it interesting and helpful. If you have any questions I didn't answer, please feel free to contact me via email, Gilded Spectrum, or of course the comment section below. If you're watching this later, I'll answer it as soon as I see it in the best of my ability. Please hit those follows and subscribe buttons as appropriate. Comment your comments in the comments. We actually do read them all and answer the ones we like and mock the ones we don't. So you can find out more information about the Aurora Republic at aurorarepublic.space or at robertspaceindustriescom/org/aurora-rep. I'll see you next time. Foghorn signing off with wishing you a very pleasant remainder of your morning, afternoon, or evening, and thank you so very much for watching.